Oh my gosh, guys, I'm in my baby room. Things have been shifted and moved. My big chair is back out here, as you can see. I have my shelving in here again, and my little space has become crowded again. But it is what it is. We are back, and I am making a video. Now I don't have a doll in my hand, and I'm not holding a doll, and I'm not painting a doll at the time. I just figured I'd jump on here and chat with you guys. You may hear pitter-patters of dogs in the background, and these are pups because they're outside of the door. Trevor and Silas are headed down to the storage unit to take some things to storage so we can have more space. The dogs are not causing all this shenanigans. We have had a lot of things in our spaces for a long time. Trevor has had a lot of things and always has had a lot of things and has had a couple of storage units to which we moved everything in here to save funds and made do. Over time, this stuff has become quite a bone of contention for me, causing me a lot of stress and anxiety and irritation, to which I said, this has to change. I need to have a normal bedroom again where I have a bed and I can get in on one side, you got in the other, and we're not surrounded by boxes and boxes of comic books, etc., etc. And so this is what's happening. And also the dogs have created the need to have more space. Not that we can make our place bigger, but we can try to make more floor space because they are under feet all the time, under your feet walking. So we have two bigger dogs, Layla and Wally, and the three little ones. And they tend to get under your feet. And I've already had a big fall when I was in Vancouver, and I'm still bruised and swollen and sore from that. It's not sore to walk, but it's sore to get on my knee and knees to get on my knees, like. So yeah, not fun. Anyway, I will say I was about to upload a video and I changed my mind. I was in the car ranting and raving. This has been a huge challenge for not only the experience of loss, but the experience of the 9 dogs, the experience of trying to figure out how to find homes for these 9 dogs, and for Trevor navigating the loss of his sister. Now, what are you doing, Uggy? We have one of her pups named Ugg after the Ugg boots, you know. And he's Uggy, and he is a 1.5 years. He acts like he's about 3 to 4 months old. He chews everything. I can hear you doing something, Uggy. Anywho, I will say that the experience of people coming out of the woodworks, looking for things, needing things, wanting things, trying to get things, from a lady who has passed, who had probably what she thought were friendships, but really were acquaintances surrounding finances and looking for more finances. And we are not, Trevor and I are not wealthy people, mind you, at all. We live in a bungalow, to which I bought, to which it was a 2-bedroom bungalow. We made 2 bedrooms. We made it into a little small, like 3 bedrooms now, so I can have a little baby room here. Actually, originally we did this when we had my little online delivery business where I had on these shelves candies and some supplies to deliver to people's houses. That business was fantastic, but then if you don't have money to do it big, you might as well go big or go home, because then shortly, you know, we have our other things that do deliveries, right? Which is our, what do you call them? I don't know, Uber Eats and Uber this, and those never existed. They came out after I got mine up and running, and I knew that that was going to be a crazy 100% wonderful thing, especially after and around COVID time, because people got into the habit of not wanting to go shop anywhere. You know what I mean? Wanting things to come to them. And so I noticed a company in the city, Halifax, did sort of like, you know, I think they called theirs room service, or yeah, I think it was room service or something. Anyway, you went on their website and you'd check the candy and different things that you wanted that they had available, and then they would deliver it to you. So what they did was very similar to what I did, and I called it Busy Bee Emporium. I think that's what I called it, Busy Bee Emporium. And so I had all kinds of stuff on my shelves. So you'd go on the website. It was a Shopify website. And you would check what you wanted. These things I already purchased and had in here. And so I would deliver, right? And so you do a little you'd buy the things on sale, right? I'd buy them at Walmart and different places on sale, up the price to like a price like you'd pay at like a convenience store, and then charge a delivery fee. So I made a little bit on the product and the delivery fee, but the convenient part is I'm delivering things to people, but not running around to other stores to buy them. I did it right within my own home. And that was, well, I'm on a tangent. That's why this little space was created. Sort of. This is what we utilize the space for. Anyway, where am I going with this? What I'm saying is we're in a small bungalow. We don't have a lot of space. Now, if you have a lot of dogs, I think you need to have a lot of space. Or you need to get rid of things to have space. Because it's more demanding enough when you have lots of dogs, but when you have no space to walk around, it's stressful. Now, in her place in Vancouver, it was a mansion of a place, and she had 9 dogs, but it didn't feel crowded. It didn't feel, yes, they were around, but it didn't feel claustrophobic. It didn't feel that way because she had everything laid out for the dogs. And even though we corralled them down in the basement, kept them down there because the door that we needed to access to have them go outside was only in the basement, because the other one was boarded up, because that's the door they had to break in to the house. And that was in the kitchen. So before, they would be throughout the house, but because of the situation, and I won't go into that a whole lot, but yeah, she was in the house a couple of days. She passed away. She was in there with the dogs, and it was, I can hear the phone ringing. Trevor must have left his phone behind. Anyway, what was I going to say? That distracted me. Sorry. 1 minute. I'm sorry, guys. I got a call from Trevor asking what the storage unit was. I had to go on his phone, look and see what actual number it was so he could get into the security part. Anyway, yeah, I think I got disconnected. I thought it would still keep playing and I could just come back and keep talking. I don't even remember what I was talking about, to be honest. I don't even remember. I'd have to go back and look at it and see. Anyway, so over the next little while, I'm going to try to organize this baby room again and get myself back into my video making. My gosh, I miss it. I miss you guys. I miss my videos. I miss my talking about dolls. And Christmas is coming. And there's so many people out there that are thinking about dolls. And I figured I'd be selling dolls and blah, 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 especially in Canada. But however, it hasn't been happening. So I haven't been on my website. I'm going to get on that. I know there was a lady that reached out to me about a few dolls before we had to go to Vancouver. And I'll reach back out to her, and so she can see some of these baby dolls that I have and get back into the swing of things. My gosh, I'm not into the swing of things in regards to the dolls, the spaces. My goodness, excuse me. There's so many different things that have gone through my mind over the last little while. If you guys only could have seen my mind recently, I'm flipping and flopping. I'm all around. I'm emotional. I'm angry. I'm pissed. I don't know. I feel like I'm talking in a half decent way currently, which is really good, because before there was so much anger and emotion. It was hard for me to really kind of, you can see my dolls are all flip-flopping around. I really got to get in here and take care of my babies. And by taking care of my babies, I get to take care of me. And I need to take care of me, because I have discovered that this space, this world, keeps me happy, keeps me content. And the world could be falling around me, but I'm in this space. It's good, but not when there's so much stuff. I wish the space was bigger. I even went online looking around. Can I rent like an office space where I could have my dolls, where I could go in, where I could paint, and where I could just, do my videos. Just a space that's bigger, spread open, that it would just be a place I could go to, almost like a job, but they're so expensive. It would be nice. It would be really nice if I could do something like that. But what's in my bra? Oh my gosh. These are my freaking car keys that I searched the house for today, because I had to move the car so Trevor could get his vehicle out to put Charlie in to take him to the vet to get his staples removed from his foot. And I searched everywhere. I actually could not find it. I was panicking. I was thinking, where in the hell are these keys? And I said, Trevor, I know you have a spare set. And he's like, well, if I had a spare set, it would only be in this drawer here. And he started looking. He did find the spare set. He thought that I never gave him the spare set, but I did. But anyway, my God. And the whole time I had them in my fucking bra. Sorry, but what the hell? What in the hell? Oh, God help us and save us. Anywho, I was wondering, I was like, what the hell is in my bra? I hide things in my bra. Oop. I hide things in my bra. There you go. I said it. I do. So, I will say that I don't know what the previous video that I'm attaching this section to was talking about. I think it was talking about Vancouver experiences and all that. The horrificnesses. You never know what something's going to happen. You could go to bed one night and not get up. And that's exactly what happened to her. 68 years old. You know what I mean? You go and you don't wake up. You need to have people checking on you. You need to have friendships close. And she didn't have friendships close at the time they moved away. And it's so, 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 so sad. It is so sad, and where I am in my life, in my time frame in my life, I'm over the halfway point, way over the halfway point. Like, I don't know how much time I have. And so the time that we have left, when you hit menopause, I think you really start to think about that. The time that you have left, you really want to do what you love. You don't want to be spending your time doing stuff that drives you crazy. Like that literally drives you crazy. You know what I mean? there's tolerance for things, and there's accepting of things when you're younger, because there's a part of your mind that says, I know when I get older, I'm going to have time to do this. I'm going to have time to do that. And that may be the case, you know, but it may not be. I mean, but we think we have time. And even at 68, she thought she had time. She thought she had time. Even the day before she passed, she sent a text to Trevor talking about how she has probably 10 or 15 years left, blah, blah, blah. And they were talking a lot about the will and things like that, that she was going to get him to help her redo this, which never took place. And it just, the whole thing is a mess. But anyway, that is that. I'm just saying, I really want to spend the time that I have doing what I love and being surrounded with what I love and enjoying what I love, and not spending all kinds of time to being stressed out. And I've been so stressed out, not just the travel and the experience and the whole travel, and oh my gosh, and coming back was stressful. And like, I couldn't even formulate words to make my last video. I just could not do it. I just couldn't. I couldn't pull it from where I needed to pull it from. I just couldn't. I was just so emotional. My relationship has been insane in regards to my thoughts, in my emotions, in my feelings, and all kinds of different things going on. And I just want to let you guys know that I'm so happy to be here. I am so happy to be here again. And I just want to make sure that I continue to do this, because this, talking to you guys, being surrounded by my dolls, being here, this is my lifeline. This is what keeps me going. This is what keeps my mind stable and happy. Without it, I don't know. I love this. I love this. And I need to talk to a blank phone. Because talking to a blank phone, I do psychologically understand that out there's someone listening. There's someone watching. And it's my legacy in a weird way. Because if something happens to me, my family, my children have this legacy. It's another reason for YouTube, you know. If you haven't started a YouTube channel, do that for that alone. You know, remember the days when you'd write in the diary and you write all your things in scratch? And I used to have diaries of scratch and write all kinds of things. And I would say I'd have this back to look back on. Well, you know, we have the world of YouTube where it's recorded, and you can have it just for specific people if you don't want it out there for the world to see. But you can change and adjust unlisted videos, listed videos, family, private videos. You can do that. And even in your will, you can have a private one, and you can have your videos uploaded. You can talk about your daily activities, how you're feeling, what you're going through. Have it private, and in your will, put in your password or something, and people can look at your videos. It's a legacy. It's a diary. It's an experience. It's you. It's you. Show you. I don't know. That's my little thing. And maybe you'll do that coming up to the new year as a resolution or something. It is you. Let your family see you. I'm letting my family see me, and whoever else in YouTube wants to sit and listen to me ramble on, they can see me too. And oh, thank goodness I am here, because without being here, if I was away too much longer, I don't know. It is so hard to come back. But when you do, it feels so good. And I want to get with my dolls again. I want to get dressing them, and I want to get painting again. I need to do this for myself, for my sanity, for my peace of mind. I will tell you, I've been so stressed within the experience, within the relationship with Trevor, so stressed, so overwhelmed, so angry, so pissed, so many things that I cannot really get into. I did do a video where I kind of get into it, and then I thought, oh, maybe I'll open that video up to just channel members. But I just, you know, I just needed to express the different things and express how I've been feeling. And not that anybody can help me, not that I'm looking for advice, not that I need all kinds of empathy or whatever. I don't. It's therapeutic to talk to a friggin' phone screen. What can I say? I find it therapeutic. I find that my little drop of pepper that I am in this world is recorded for years to come, and that this experience, this human experience, matters in some way to someone, right? Yeah. So guys, I'm going to let you go. I know Trevor and Sadie are going to be back soon. My shoulders are sore. My neck is so tense. I'm going to put some more things on my neck, some like creams and things. And I'm going to go out and see if the dogs have made a mess. I hope the sweet Lord, when I walk out there, because I don't have my shoes on right now, that my feet does not walk into anything wet. It's hard to believe, but that in itself is a miracle, because these 3 pups are not trained. When I left this room to run out, I don't know if they were still recording, but maybe it stopped because it didn't see my face. I don't know. But Uggy had frickin' battery. Where he got the battery from, I don't know. But if he ate that battery, I mean, what is going on? Where did he get the battery from? Like, it must have fell out of one of the box, or, oh, the bedroom. They were taking things from the bedroom. I bet you it fell from the shelf. I hope he doesn't have anything else. I don't have the patience. I just don't have the patience. Anyway, thanks, guys. Don't forget, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Tomorrow may be the last day of your life. What are you going to do about it? You have a choice. Make the choice. I'm trying to figure out my choices. Please, please do something good for yourself today. If you're my age, how do you want to spend the rest or 10 years of your life? How do you want to spend the next 10 years of your life? What do you want to be doing? What energy do you want to put into stuff? How much time do you want to spend cleaning, organizing, buying, selling, washing, whatever? How much time and energy do you want to spend doing that? Take care of your business now. Do your wills now. Update everything now. Please, please do that for yourself and for your family. Thanks, guys. Talk at you later. Bye for now.